right, let's jump right in. If you're looking to level up your audio setup for 2025, you know the feeling. You hit a wall of endless options. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're staging a showdown between three absolute titans of the audio world: the legendary Shure SM7B, the super modern RØDE NT1, and the creator-focused Elgato Wave DX. But look, this isn't just about numbers on a spec sheet, right? The real question, the one you're actually asking, is which one of these is the perfect tool for your job? Are you a podcaster, a musician, a full-time streamer? By the end of this, you're gonna know exactly which microphone is the right fit for your voice and your workflow. So, let's meet our contenders. Each one of these is a champion in its own right, and they each dominate their own corner of the audio world for some very, very different reasons. First up, we've got the Shure SM7B. I mean, if you've ever listened to a professional podcast or a radio show, chances are you've heard this microphone 1,000 times and didn't even realize it. It's the undisputed king of that warm, smooth, right-in-your-ears broadcast sound. It is a legend for a reason. Then we've got the RØDE NT1 5th generation. You can think of this one as the modern studio virtuoso. It is purpose-built for capturing crystal clear, almost surgically detailed audio. And, well, it's packed with some seriously cool futuristic features that we're going to get into in just a bit. And rounding out our trio is the Elgato Wave DX. Now, this mic was designed from the ground up for the modern content creator. It's the streamer's go-to, built to deliver super clear speech and plug perfectly into a digital workflow. All right, let's kick off round one, sound versus noise. This is really where the rubber meets the road. It's all about the fundamental character of each microphone, what it's designed to capture, and just as critically, what it's designed to completely ignore. So let's break this down. The Shure SM7B, it's all about that classic, warm broadcast vibe. And it's great because it works well in pretty much any room, treated or not. On the flip side, the RØDE NT1 is for the perfectionist. It's about ultra-clean detail, but it really needs a quiet, sound-treated space to do its best work. And the Elgato Wave DX, it is laser-focused on one thing: clear speech. That makes it an absolute hero in normal rooms that might have background noise, like your computer fans whirring away. So you're probably wondering, why the big difference in handling background noise? Well, it all comes down to this: dynamic versus condenser. The Shure and the Elgato are dynamic mics. Think of them like a spotlight. They're built to focus only on what's directly in front of them and pretty much ignore everything else. The RØDE is a condenser mic, which is way more sensitive. It's more like a floodlight. It's designed to capture every tiny, subtle detail in the room, which is amazing for a studio recording, but it also means it's going to hear your air conditioner, the traffic outside, you name it. Okay, on to round two, features and connectivity. I mean, a great sound is one thing, but how much of a headache is it to actually get that sound into your computer? Here we're going to look at the hardware, the software, and the whole setup process for each one. And this table right here, this is where you really see the different philosophies behind each mic. The Shure SM7B is a total traditionalist. It's XLR only, and it's famously gain-hungry. That's a fancy way of saying you need a really powerful audio interface or preamp to boost its signal. If you don't have one, your recordings will just be way too quiet. The Elgato is also XLR only, but its superpower is how beautifully it works with the Wavelength software. And then you've got the RØDE NT1, the modern hybrid. It's got both XLR and USB-C, plus this killer feature called 32-bit float recording. Seriously, think of it as an audio safety net. It makes it practically impossible to mess up a recording by being too loud. It's a game changer. And I gotta say, this dual connectivity is a huge deal for creators today. With the Shure and the Elgato, you absolutely, positively must have an audio interface. There's no way around it. The RØDE NT1, though, it gives you a choice. You can plug it straight into your computer with a USB cable for a super simple setup, or you can use its XLR output to connect to pro studio gear. That kind of flexibility is a massive, massive advantage. So after all that, it is time for the final verdict. But we're not just gonna pick one overall winner here. That wouldn't make any sense. The best microphone isn't about which one is the best in a vacuum. It's about which one is the best for you. So we're gonna crown a champion for three very different kinds of creators. First, for the podcasters and voiceover artists. Second, for the studio vocalists and musicians. And third, for all you streamers and gamers out there. For podcasters and voiceover artists, honestly, the champion has to be the Shure SM7B. If you want that classic, rich, warm radio sound that makes listeners feel like you're right there with them, and you need to kill as much room noise as possible, this is your mic. End of story. It's the industry standard for a very good reason. Now, for the studio vocalists and musicians, the winner is the RØDE NT1 5th generation. Its incredibly low self-noise and stunning detail mean you get the absolute purest, cleanest possible recording of your voice or your instrument. You add that hybrid USB and XLR workflow on top, and you got a studio powerhouse that's ready for absolutely any scenario you can throw at it. And finally, for the streamers and gamers, our pick is the Elgato Wave DX. It just delivers exactly what you need. It's got fantastic noise rejection to block out all those keyboard clicks and PC fan noise, a sound that's perfectly tailored for speech clarity, and that deep, seamless integration with the Wavelink software. For the price, it is an absolutely unbeatable package. So there you have it, 3 incredible microphones, each one a champion in its own field. A legend for the broadcaster, a virtuoso for the musician, and a purpose-built tool for the streamer. We've laid out all the facts and the workflows, so now the only real question left is, which champion are you going to choose?